Hi, third grade. Math for Wednesday the 29th. We're going to do a couple more practice problems with fractions as sets before we introduce another type of fraction tomorrow. So let's see, you're going to need your notebooks and I want you to follow along with me. So if you don't have your notebook, pause it here and please go grab it, okay? All right, so our first practice problem, just go to a new page. At the top, I would put fraction practice. Oops. Drop my pen. Let's get a different one. Okay, fraction practice. And our first problem is going to be review of fraction as a region. So if you remember yesterday, we looked at the pizzas. So I'm going to give you a fraction and you're going to draw the picture, okay? So number one, you're going to write number one and you're going to write 3/8 like this, okay? Fraction practice, 3/8. And then next to 3/8, I want you to draw me a picture that shows 3/8. You could show me 3/8 of the pizza have pepperoni. You could show me 3/8 of the pizza are eaten. Some kind of picture that represents this fraction as a pizza, okay? So I'm going to make one, you make one, and I'll pause it. We'll see. Okay, so I decided to make my pizza with only 3 pieces left because my family loves pizza and I would be surprised if there was any left. So I drew 3 pieces still there and the rest gone. 2 key things. Did you make 8 equal slices? Because the denominator is 8, so that means 8 equal parts. And did you somehow indicate that in your picture of your pizza that there were 3 pieces that were a part of this somehow, whether they have pepperoni or your favorite topping on 3 pieces? If you did those 2 things, you did great. Okay, so number 2. You're going to write number 2 underneath your number 1 in your notebook. You're doing this along with me, right? Number 2. Okay, this time I want you to show me the fraction of 3/5. So write 3/5. And I want this fraction to represent that, let's see, 3/5 of the fraction are circles. So I'll just do like this. Okay, so this time you are drawing me a picture that shows me 3/5 of this fraction are circles. And that's all the information I'm going to give you. So draw me a picture underneath, write this, number 2, 3/5 are circles. Underneath, show me a picture that matches this fraction, okay? Please hold. Okay, so I realize that all of you might have something different than mine, but 2 key factors is if your fraction is representing 3/5 and this is 3/5 of them are circles, then you needed to have 5 total items in your set, whether they're triangles, rectangles, stars, whatever. But how many of them had to be circles? 3, because 3 is in the numerator, okay? So to show 3/5, you had to have 3 circles in your set of a total of 5. Doesn't matter to me what the 5 were, as long as you had 5 and, I erased my 5, and 3 of them were circles, okay? Are you getting this? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write down the 3 problems I want you to do on your own. They're very similar to what we just did. You're going to copy them down and then you're going to go and do them in your notebook, and tomorrow you can check them, okay? All right, hold tight. Okay guys, so number 3, you are going to show me 8 shapes, 5/8 need to be triangles. Okay, so copy that down. For number 4, you're going to show a rectangle with 4/8 shaded. How would you draw that? A rectangle with 4/8 shaded. Okay, and for number 5, you're going to show me a picture of the fraction 2/11. I don't care what. They could be anything you can think of. dogs, cats, guinea pigs, trees, flowers, whatever. But your drawing is going to represent the fraction 2/11, the bottom there. Okay, so if you need to pause this and write down your questions for your notebook today, go ahead. You may do that. And for the rest of math, you have a workbook page today for practice. And let's see. No, I'm sorry. You're only going to correct your workbook page. You're going to practice multiplication. And looks like that's it. Okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow.